Hello viewers, welcome to DM Astrology. As promised, today is our Ketu Mahadasha. So we are going to see what happens in the Ketu Mahadasha. My first video I shoot in my life is the Ketu. So Ketu has given me so much success and Ketu. See what the misconception about the Ketu is that Ketu doesn't give the result. No, Ketu also give the result. As in my that video, I say Ketu is a receptive energy and Rahu is a reflective energy. Receptive energy means he can absorb the energy, but he cannot give the energy. As a mythological story, it is said that when that Rahu is about to drink the holy water, during that time his neck was cut and the lower body is called Ketu and the upper body is called Rahu. See Rahu, our this part, this 1 feet part has comprised all five indriyas, five senses. Whereas in the lower body from here there is no senses. The same way the Rishimuni has like to introduce that the Ketu doesn't have any sense. So whatever you do with hypersense is a Rahu and with no sense it's a Ketu. That is why Ketu is called the Moksha Karaka. It gives a moksha because it doesn't have a sense, so its deeds are always been receptive. So Ketu is a receptive, it receives all the energy but it cannot give anything in a return, whereas Rahu is a reflective. It take all this energy, absorb the planet energy and then they reflect, Rahu reflect in his own way. So Rahu and Ketu very interesting. Those people who are really in the research mind and research way, they should focus on the Rahu and Ketu. Sometimes I also think if Rahu and Ketu was not there, then half of the astrologers will become nothing. They don't have any work. Because of the Rahu and Ketu, there are so many people suffer and that is why they take the advantages of astrologer. Right? So astrologer always guide on the point of a Rahu and Ketu, and whenever you see the house occupied by Rahu, that energy has consumed more during this birth, and wherever the Ketu is placed in your house, that energy you have used so much, that sense, that energy you have used more in the last birth, that is why that's creating a scarcity. Suppose someone Ketu is in the second house, that means he has explored his so much wealth, he has explored all the relationship, and because of this life he doesn't have any relationship. His relationship will become dry. And that is why I always say Ketu is a dry planet. It receives everything, but it cannot reflect anything. So Ketu, very interesting. Now we are going to see the Ketu Mahadasha. See the difference between Rahu Dasha and Ketu Dasha is the difference that Rahu Dasha always reflect the axis, whereas the obsessivity or excess, whereas Ketu always make synchronize, it synchronize your activities, and that is why it's a moksha karaka. Now, in which house it is placed, how it is placed, we have already discussed in the Ketu video. Today we are going to see and focus the Ketu Mahadasha. See, as per the Parashari system, the Vimshottari Dasha, the Ketu is placed first, whereas in the Ashtotari Dasha, the other Dasha, there is no space for Ketu. But if you ignore the Ketu, how you will interpret this? Okay, so in Parashara has given the first beginning opening batsman as a Ketu. So Ketu, what it does, it start if somebody is born in the default dasha. Default dasha means from Ketu onward. Either they born in the Ashwini nakshatra, or otherwise they are born in the Maga nakshatra, or they are born Mool nakshatra. See, 6 nakshatra are called Gandamul. Ashwini, Magha and Mool, the beginning of 2 Gadi if you are born, and Mercury the nakshatra, that is your Aslesha, Jeshta and Revati. These all are a combination. Sandhi nakshatra, that is why it is called Gandamul or Gandant. The original word is a Gandant. I don't know Gandamul how people say, but it's a Gandant. Gandant means joints, Sandhi. So this is a Sandhi Nakshatra, Ketu Nakshatra. So those who born in the Ashwini, Maga and Mool, they will born with the Ketu Mahadasha, a beautiful time. See, Ketu Dasha, halfway you are born, means you can only remember your past birth deeds. There are only the Ketu Nakshatra who born in the Ketu Nakshatra in the initial stage. During the Ketu Mahadasha ends, they suffer like anything because they all remember what they have done in the past birth. This is only one dasha, and I have checked with so many people, those who born in this Ketu Mahadasha. I asked them, what is your childhood? They say, my childhood was somewhat horrible. I could not succeed. I was always in fear. I was always, because they remember somewhat about their past. So we can also research on this field. So that is a Ketu Mahadasha. So it's a normally it's a opening batsman. Ketu is a normally the opening batsman, but everybody cannot born in the Ashwini, Maga and Mool. So wherever the Ketu Mahadasha comes, see Ketu also whenever comes in the even sequence, it doesn't give good result because it absorbs. See, first of all, you have to remember that the Ketu is an absorber. Everything it absorbs and can't reflect. Rahu is a hyper, whereas Ketu is a passive. Active and passive, that's different. So what happens if you born in the Ketu Mahadasha in second sequence, second dasha, fifth dasha, fourth dasha or sixth dasha? I have seen many times people born in the Guru Mahadasha, they face the fourth dasha as a Ketu. So it was not considered good in their life. Like Mercury dasha also somebody born, or Jupiter dasha they were born, or Mars dasha they born. Their nakshatra, their Ketu Mahadasha falls 2, 4 and 6. Even 6 is better, but not Jupiter and Mercury. These are those who are born. Their Ketu dasha either fall second or fourth, which is not give them require growth. Right? See what happens that Ketu is a planet which never realize a thing. You have potential, but you cannot realize where I am going. Suppose Ketu is placed in the 4th house, you have all the pleasure. You have car, your house, everything. But your vision is always on the scarcity. You have BMW, then you will see I don't have Audi. If you have Audi, then you will see bigger than the Lamborghini. So it's like that you have everything, but you will not able to enjoy or realize your own things. Ketu in the 10th house, they perform best, but still they have competition with themselves only. They don't compete with the others, but they have competition within them. So now not to more introduction of a Ketu, straight away we must go for the Ketu Mahadasha. Now, out of so many case study I received, take my this. I am taking one as an example, and then you will be able to see how the Ketu Dasha is giving result. Right? So people can note down the details, and then they can see to it. Right? Now, this person is a male. He born in 27 June 1988. 27 June 1988. He born in the birth time 15:45, afternoon 3 hours and 45 minutes, and he born in the Delhi. Right? So 27 June 1988, 15:45. It is Delhi. So it appeared to be a Libra ascendant, Tula Lagna, and Vrushab Namas, Taurus D9. Now all the planet you can see that the moon in the second house, Saturn retrograde in third house is okay. But main our focus is the Ketu. In his Kundi, Ketu is placed in the 11th house and Rahu is in 5th house with the Mars. Right? Only Ketu can sustain the aspect of the Rahu, because however the Rahu is aspecting, Ketu will absorb this and will not reflect. So that is why the Ketu is placed always in front of a Rahu. In divisional chart you will see Hura Kulli, D16 Kulli, then the D20 Kulli, then D30 Kulli. You will find that Rahu and Ketu are together. This house to be seen this divisional chart is very important. When Rahu and Ketu are in the same house, then it is very important how to interpret this. Okay, so those who are interested in divisional chart, because very soon we are starting the divisional chart, and then we will realize the potential of Rahu and Ketu. So now we have found the Ketu in his 11th house, and in D9 chart the Ketu is in the 7th house and Rahu in the ascendant chart. Now by seeing his Dasha, see as I told you, he born in the Saturn Madasa, right? He born in the moon sign. First of all, moon sign is a Vrishchik, Scorpio sign, and he born in the Anuradha Nakshatra, third pada, third charan, right? So due to this, he born in the Saturn Madasa. Saturn was over in November 96. Then he has a 17 years of Mercury Dasa, second Dasa, November 2013, and then from November 2013 to November 2020, he is under the Ketu Madasa. So Ketu came in the third sequence. Third is a Vipat. We always call third is a Vipat. So it is a Vipat time and you don't aware which obstacle you are facing. See, if it is a Mars, you will see because of your desire you are facing problem. If it is a Jupiter, because of your high ambitious of a growth you are facing the difficulties. But when Ketu is in third, you will never realize what happens. And normally during Ketu Dasha, this is not something I say that's not, but I should not say this, right? But in Ketu Dasha, I feel that people are always in the trance. Trance means they don't aware where they are. They are not connected with all this surrounding and this. They are just focusing on their own things. They are aloof or they are just away from all this material life. So I also seen this type of combination in many chart. So you can also see how it is affecting. Okay, so that is we have seen that Ketu Mahadasha is going on, and at present in Ketu Mahadasha the Rahu Dasha is going on, and in my Rahu Dasha I said that the Rahu whenever come in the Antar Dasha or any period, sub period, it activates the Dasha. Now at present he is facing the exact Ketu Dasha dryness. Because in Ketu the Rahu Dasha has come, and I told you that it always come in the half the way. In Rahu Dasha also Ketu come in the half the way almost, and in Ketu Dasha also Rahu sub period comes in the half a way. So from October 2016 average to October 2017, he is under the Rahu in Antardasha. In Ketu, there's a Rahu Mahadasha is going on. Now, how to interpret the Ketu Mahadasha is very important. The first step says that which sequence Ketu Dasha came, so it is a third. So almost it will give you some kind of a struggle, some kind of obstacle, difficulties, and some sudden events will happen during this Dasha. Right? So Ketu being placed in the 11th house. See, now that is the first step says that it will be a Vipat time. All obstacles will come and you will never realize what obstacles you are facing because of what act, what you have done, because of this you are facing. See, Rahu Dasha means to whom you have to take anything in the past Dasha, they will come. जिससे जो कुछ भी लेना है वो आएंगे और आपको देके जाएंगे. In Ketu Dasha, you will meet the people to whom you have to give something. Anything is pending with you, you have to give to them because of the past birth, so they will come. वो लोग आएंगे आपके जीवन में जिसको आपको कुछ देना है. इन राहु दशा जिससे कुछ लेना है और केतु दशा जिससे कुछ देना है. So during Ketu Dasha, you will meet a person to whom you have some relation in past birth and to whom you have to pay. You owe something to them. So that is a Ketu Dasha. So this is the third Dasha. We have seen all these things. Then second step our says that the planet owns which house? Ketu don't own any house. Then it says which Karaka this planet is there. Ketu has no Karaka, only to absorb the house it is a Karaka. But there is no specific house. Then it says where it is placed. Yes, here the role of Ketu comes where it is placed. So out of 7 steps of Mahadasha, only 3 steps will applicable to Rahu. One is a sequence, one is which house it is placed, and third is where it placed in Naumans. So where it is placed, so it says it's 11th house. So during this house what happens, its 11th house will be activated because of the Ketu Dasa, and Ketu absorb the energy of the 11th house. So wherever he'll find he want to get any benefit, because 11th house is a wish fulfillment. So whenever he want to or wish to fulfill his wish, it will be absorbed. It will not be able to realize. Even he has a friends, because 11th house is a friend circle also. So their friends also, they will meet during this dasha only. You will meet some friends to whom you have to pay something in the past life. So they will come near to you, they will absorb and take away whatever you have to give them, and then after the dasha they are not connecting to you. So maybe you are in the childhood, you might be in school. In the middle age, you will be meeting with your working area. As he always said that I used to give so many to my friends. I have so many friends, but after receiving the help, they disappear. Yeah, see, it's affecting the 11th house. So it absorbs the 11th house. If your wish will be fulfilled, but you will not able to realize, because it's a shadow. Because of the shadow, you can't see what is behind this shadow. So this Ketu in the 11th house is absorbing the energy of the 11th house. It's not, and it's receiving the aspect of the Mars and receiving the aspect of the Ketu. Even though it's a very dry planet, but energy can be comes inside, but he will not reflect. So he is absorbing the energy of Rahu, that's by default, and also is absorbing the effect of Mars. So whatever the anger, whatever the, even though he put anger, he hyperness, his desire, he will not able to get anything. That's a totally calm. So his friend circle, even though after benefited them, they will go away, and he will not fulfill the desire of this person. So that is our fourth step, where it is seated. In fifth step, where it is aspected. Ketu doesn't aspect, so there is no question. See, Rahu aspect because he has a vision. He has eyes, so he can vision. Ketu cannot, because the lower body of this, there is no vision. There is no sense. All the sense is here within this part. So it doesn't aspect in fifth step. In sixth step, it says where it is placed in the Navans. In Navans, it is placed in the 7th house. So what happens internally? See, Navans is always, when I will discuss that Navans very soon, you will find Navans is an internal pleasure. So that is internally what happens, whoever meet him in front of him. See, it's not only the house of your spouse, it's a house where you meet the entire world to whom you are facing. So to whom they are facing, they all try to pull his good energy. You'll try to pull energy, and you have to give them what they like and what they want, because this is your deeds. So you are meeting with the people to whom you have some relationship in the past, and they come and you are giving them. I think that it's a very good time where you will be able to give up. It's okay. Those who are getting a Ketu Mahadasha in their life, that means they got a chance to repay whatever they owe to the past life with the so many soul. So this is a very good time. Now his Ketu is in the 7th house with the Scorpio sign. So some people also say that in the Scorpio it's exalted or debilitated, but it's a Gemini and Sagittarius only. In Sagittarius only the Rahu Ketu exalted, and in the Gemini sign Ketu gets debilitated. So it's not here, it's debilitated. He is placed in the 7th house, so it's absorbing the energy of 7th house. He will feel, he is married person, he will feel that my wife, my spouse is not giving me a response. But no, they are same. Your time is changed, so your vision has changed. So in the 7th house it is placed, so it is absorbing the energy of the house, and that is why to whom you are meeting, they are expecting something, they are receiving anything, and you will become just a witness. So this is the effect of a Ketu Dasa. I seen so much beautiful things in the Ketu Dasa it has happened. This is a really a right time. I must say this is a right time whereby you can go and incline towards the spirituality. Those who are going to face the Ketu Mahadasha, just prepare themselves, and this is a time whereby you release so many energy from you. You can give up, and if it is not there, no people meet you, then you start giving to the world. Do the good deeds, just enroll yourself into any charity institute or the social NGOs and this, so that you can able to pay them. Start donating. See, Ketu is a, you can, for Ketu you can feed the dog. See, this is a dog, right? My younger son dog, he likes a dog like anything. So Ketu is a, you can feed the dog. Also you can do pray Lord Ganesha, because in the Hindu mythology his head is cut and then the trunk. So he himself has the lower body. The upper body is of the elephant trunk. So that's the beauty of our Hindu mythology, that the Lord Shiva was a great surgeon. So he has made this. So if you pray Lord Ganesha, this is a good time for him. You can also pray Guru Dattatri. You might have seen the Guru Dattatri. For powerful the Guru, it is very good. It is also for Guru and Lord Dattatri. Hari Om Tat Sat Jai Guru Datta. This is a sloka. He is a main saint of all the rishis. So he was a avatar of Brahma, and he has a three head, 1, 2 and 3, Lord Dattatri. You will always find Lord Dattatri temple or Lord Dattatri's idol, there are a dog sitting there. So it's Vahan. Cow also and dog also you will find. So you can feed the dog, you can pray Lord Dattatreya Hari Om Tat Sat Jai Guru Datta, or you can say that's Om Gam Ganapate Nama, Om Gam Nama, or you can pray Ketu Om Ke Ketave Nama. This is a good time during the Ketu Dasha that you can see. See, this time will always make your energy more absorbed. So you have to always create a new energy. So one of my friend, his Ketu Mahadasha is going to start in 2019. I say that he is a pranic healer. He is a pranic healer and very good healer. He roam entire world. So I say when your Ketu Dasha will come, you will meet your Guru. That is fourth dasha. He is also in the fourth dasha, Ketu dasha. I say that time you will be meeting your Guru, to whom you are meeting. But he say my Guru is no more now. I say during that time you will physically not, but somewhere there will be a connection with you, with your Guru. So Ketu is a time whereby you will connect to the world of our spirituality, world of your occult and mystic. So Ketu, I believe, a very good planet. You have to see in the horary, in the Prashna Kulli also we see that which house the Ketu is placed, that house question is there, because he is not getting that things. And in front of that Rahu is there, is create the hyperness in him. So that's a horary that we'll see later on. And KP also, the Rahu significator is there, Ketu has no significator, but that we'll discuss later. So in Ketu Dasha, one can pray Lord Ganesha, one can feed the dog, one can chant that Hari Om Tat Sat Jai Guru Datta mantra. They can chant the Ketu mantra, they can chant the Ganesha mantra. This is a really good time and time for spirituality. If your Ketu, first of all you have to see in which house the Ketu is placed. It's absorbing that house energy during the Ketu Mahadasha. So you have to supply more and more energy to this house. Suppose your Ketu is placed in the 5th house. That means all the past deeds are absorbing. So you have to create new deeds. You have to give so many things to your son, your children, because it's a house of children. Pass unconditional love, because it's a house of love also. So pass unconditional love, right? To whom you are meeting, just spread a love. Even though you are passing from the hospital, you say those who are suffering in this hospital, may God give him a strength. Likewise, you can do this. This is unconditional things you can do during the Ketu Mahadasha. I hope you like this Ketu Mahadasha, and really it can create miracle in your life. Believe it. Those who born with the default system of a Ketu Mahadasha, you will see that life will be exactly perfect. On time they get everything. In Ketu Dasha, in the sequence we have already in the Mahadasha and in the sequence of Dasha or secret of Dasha, I explained what are the stages. So that is not to be repeated. You can refer again it. So this is a Ketu Dasha, and I hope you like this Ketu Dasha very much. And really Ketu can create a miracle, even though it doesn't give the direct effect. It can absorb and silently receive. See, in the Hindu mythology, we believe as our all these deeds are recorded by Chitragut. He has a big book whereby you are writing. He is writing all our deeds. He has done this. He has done this. He made this. He has to give this. This all Chitragut. Now, this is not a secret, but Chitragut is nothing but the Ketu, because Chitragupt is what, if you reverse this word Chitragupt means Gupta Chitra. Whatever the picture comes in your mind, whatever the feelings comes in your mind is all being recorded. That is why we say don't do bad deeds with the mind, body and action. Why it is said? Because even though you have just intention, malice in your mind, or you have a bias in the mind, that also been recorded by the Chitragupt. And Chitragupt, I believe it's a Ketu who records everything. See, it's your shadow. I said Ketu is your shadow who always follows you. So wherever you go, wherever you do, it's all being recorded by the Ketu. So whenever your account will be settled upstate, when our time comes and we go up, our record is maintained, and it will be said, it will be asked to you, have you done this? We'll say, no, I have not done this. But Ketu will show his diary, that's a Chitragupt, will say, see, this time, this date, this time, you think like this, you act like this. So it's a Ketu who records everything. So you cannot escape from your innate deeds. That's the beauty of a Ketu. So my dear friends, start love, affection, good deeds. If you are going to face a Ketu Dasa, and those who are lucky who get the Ketu Madasa. People are lucky if they get the Ketu Madasa, Surya Madasa, their own Lagnesh Madasa, fourth Dasha and Moon Dasha. This 5 Dasha is a beautiful time where you will be able to do so many good deeds. Okay, so by this we should end up with this video, that just enjoy the Ketu. It's a really very good planet from where you will not get anything, but it can wipe out your all the bad deeds. So just do and practice this Ketu. It gives a really good result for you, and ultimately you will be benefited by this. Okay, so hope you like this video. Just subscribe my channel if you are not yet subscribed. DM Astrology. We have also started the Vastu channel, DM Vastu. For consultancy, you have this my email ID, that dmastrology1@gmail.com. You can follow me in my Facebook page, same DM Astrology. Okay, so where I have put Ketu article also, so you can refer to it. So I hope you like this video, and all will be benefited from this. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you very much.